In today's video, we're going to be talking about everything you need to know about the Galaxy Z Fold Wide so far. As you guys can see, we did get a brand new render right here. So this is what the Z Fold 8's design is going to look like right here. Honestly, it looks kind of cool. It looks like they're going to be going for a thinner design right here. And obviously, it's kind of going to copy the Samsung Galaxy Edge in terms of just the two camera lenses on the outside right there. So cool looking phone so far. Obviously, this is going to be a wider and shorter device. So this is going to be for the people who want a tablet and a phone. And maybe for those people out there that use Windows older foldable devices, or any of those thicker, wider foldable devices. I definitely like this form factor, and I think this makes a lot of sense for a lot of people, and I feel like a lot of people are going to enjoy this. But anyways, the Galaxy Z Fold 8 Wide is Samsung's widescreen foldable phone for 2026. It is expected to launch alongside the Galaxy Z Fold 8 and compete directly with Apple's first foldable smartphone, rumored to be called the iPhone Ultra. It brings several notable changes compared to previous Galaxy Z Fold phones. Here is everything we know so far about its features, specifications, pricing, and availability. As far as design and display, the Galaxy Z Fold 8 Wide features a widescreen form factor, making it shorter and wider than most book-style foldable smartphones, including earlier Galaxy Z Fold models. And as you guys can see, this is how it is going to look. And again, I think this is much more natural than the foldable devices that we got previously, especially in terms of like watching Netflix or playing video games or something like that. You're going to have a much better aspect ratio right here to watch full screen movies and TV shows and just consume media through this as well. So I feel like this is definitely making a lot of sense, and this is definitely a refined version of something that people have asked for in the future. Otherwise, they would not have created this device. It is expected to have a sleek armor aluminum frame and a foldable design. The phone will likely carry an IP48 rating for dust and water resistance, while the cover display is expected to be protected by Gorilla Glass Victus 2. The rumored dimensions are folded 123.9 by 161.4 by 9.8 millimeters, and unfolded 123.9 by 82.2 by 4.3 millimeters. When folded, the device offers a 5.4-inch bezel-less cover display. When unfolded, it reveals a 7.6-inch foldable display. Both screens are expected to use LTPO OLED panels with a 1Hz to 120Hz variable refresh rate, HDR10+, and a peak nit brightness of 2600 nits. Bright enough, but not the brightest phone in the world. We're obviously going to have stereo speakers on this device as well, and a wider 4:3 aspect ratio. The device should offer an excellent experience again for video consumption. It also says reports suggest that the Galaxy Z Fold 8 Wide will feature a dual camera setup on the rear, consisting of a 200 megapixel primary camera and a 50 megapixel ultra wide camera. It is also expected to have a 10 megapixel front facing camera on both the cover and the inner displays. The 200 megapixel primary camera will likely include optical image stabilization and super QPD autofocus, while the 50 megapixel ultra wide camera may feature dual pixel autofocus. The front facing cameras are expected to lack autofocus and OIS, however. All cameras are likely to support 4K at 60 FPS video recording, while the rear cameras may also support up to 8K at 30 FPS. HDR10+ and Super HDR video recording are also expected. Now, getting into the hardware specifications of this device, the Z Fold 8 Wide is expected to be powered by the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 for Galaxy's processor. It will likely be paired with 12GB or 16GB of RAM and offer a storage option of 256, 512, and 1TB. Other expected features include GPS, 5G, Wi-Fi 7, Bluetooth 6.0, UWB, NFC, and a USB Type-C port with USB 3.2 Gen 1 speeds of up to 5 gigabytes per second. The device is expected to feature a 4,560 mAh rated battery with a typical capacity possibly listed between 4,700 and 4,800 mAh. It may support up to 25 watt wired charging and 15 watts or higher wireless charging. They haven't said anything about reverse wireless charging on this device, but considering the price tag of this device, we're probably going to be seeing that as well, hopefully. The Galaxy Z Fold 8 Wide is expected to launch with Android 17 and One UI 9.0. It will likely include features such as Galaxy AI, Samsung Dex, Samsung Health, Samsung Knox, Samsung TV Plus, Secure Folder, and extensive customization options. And Samsung is expected to offer 7 years of operating system updates as well. As far as the pricing and availability, the Z Fold 8 Wide has not been officially announced yet, but it could be priced at around $1,800 in the US, and this estimate is based on its slightly reduced hardware compared to the Galaxy Z Fold 8, such as having fewer cameras and a smaller battery. However, this is the only estimate, and official pricing will be confirmed when Samsung finally announces the device. So there you have it, the Z Fold 8 Wide. We got some leaked pictures right here, and this is everything we're going to be seeing on the Z Fold 8 Wide. I think this is a nice form factor. It's definitely a different form factor. As you guys know, the tri-fold version of this phone came out already earlier this year, and a lot of people seem to enjoy that form factor, so it looks like they're going to be making kind of a cheaper version of that. Obviously, it's not going to be a tri-folding thing, but you are going to be able to get that aspect ratio that is going to be good for video consumption, which is why I think the majority of people are going to pick up this device, either that or their workflow. So their workflow is going to be a lot better on this device. They may be using Google Sheets, Microsoft Word, all that different type of stuff. They may, turn this into a little laptop, whatever they do with it, but for sure they want that tablet-like experience for video consumption overall as well. And honestly, this is very reminiscent of the Surface Duo that we saw from Microsoft. Really, really cool type of phone that we saw back then. We had a ton of fans of that phone, and a lot of people were very, very sad that they had disappeared. And some people even have that phone and they're using that as a daily driver still, with it super outdated on the software. But yeah, this is going to be for that crowd of Surface Duo users out there, or the crowd of people who want the same, type of aspect ratio that we got on the trifold. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be a video consumption device. Again, the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 is a more than viable processor for the majority of people's workflow on their smartphone. So this is looking to be a pretty cool device so far, and I'm excited to see this. I'm definitely going to pick it up. I'm going to make videos on this. We're going to get deep into this device later on, and this is going to be, I think, one of my first or second, I believe second foldable experiences on a Samsung device. I usually took a lot more time with the budget phones and mid-range phones, but I'm definitely going to sink my teeth into this phone this year. And if you guys want me to do that, again, leave it in the comment section down below if you don't. But this is what you can expect out of the Galaxy Z Fold 8 Wide.